Hi guys, how are you doing? In this video tutorial, we will take a look at return type of a function. What is the mean of returning a value? Let's clean up first what we have earlier. Let's remove this one too. A function with a return type has to return a certain type of value after the completion of its execution. For example, if I have a function with an integer return type, when this function finishes its task and it reaches its end, it has to return a value to its caller. For example, if I have a function like int, I write int because this function is going to return an integer. I am going to name it as sum, and let's say it's also gonna take two parameters, int a and b. We will take look at both of these characteristics of characteristics of the function return type and the parameters or arguments. Here we have return type as integer and we have two parameters and both are the integers. In here, to return the sum of these two values, we have to write return. In order to return a value, what value we want to return? We want to return the sum of a and b. That's why we have write a plus b. This function is going to accept two values. First value is going to copied in a and the second in b, and after that we are going to we are saying it pick the value from a and b and add them together and return the result to its caller, this function's caller. Whatever is the function's caller, it will return the result to that function. Now I am going to write this function here, and for example here sum of 2 and 3 is. Now I'm going to call sum function with 2 and 3, and that's how you pass values to a function. Since this function is accepting two parameters, we have to give it two arguments. First one, this 2 is going to copy in a, and this 3 is going to copy in b, and after that it will sum them, add them together. Now let's run our program and see what we get, and that's it. Sum of 2 and 3 is 5. We all know it is. And there is another way you can store the returned value. For example, if I want to store it in a variable int x, I could do that. And that is, you have to write the name of the function sum and pass your arguments 3, 3, and this time I am going to pass it 3, 3, and instead of writing sum you can write x and just modify your string. And now we are going to receive our result here. In this way we have returned our value from this function, and the compiler gonna replace the result of this result returned by this function, and the result this function will return is 6, and this 6 is going to store in x, and here we have displayed it, and that's how the returning value is returning value work. And I think that's enough for now. The same thing if you want to write declare your function after the main function, you can do that too. Just cut it from here and paste it below, and you have to provide the signatures, and so that we have to copy this part and place it here, and in your function prototype or function signature you have no need to provide the name of the parameters. You can omit them, and your function will work fine. The program is working perfectly fine. And that's it for the returning value and about arguments. Hope you like this tutorial. If it was helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share it with your friends.